Shalom, 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 Israel. Excuse me. First, giving honor to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Shai. Today's class, are our actions moving with or away from Christ? You know, just a simple question, man, to ask ourselves. You know, it be the simple things that catch us up. It be the small, minor things that really do us in. And it's a simple question. Just look back and ask yourself, am I moving with or away from? You know, time for self-reflecting. We're going to get right into it, though. Give me Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, bro.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
That was written for what, bro?
Written for our learning.
That were written for our learning. So again, the question I'm posing again, are our actions moving with or away from Christ? These things were written for our learning. Read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That we what?
Might have hope.
That we might have hope. So, let's get into it. St. Matthew 22 and start at 36, bro. Read it when you get there.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Christ said unto him, Thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Okay, so we should love the Lord with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, with every fiber of our being, right?
That's right.
That's one. Read.
This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And we should what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Read.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
So we have love the Lord with our mind, your heart, your soul, man, your full essence. And love your neighbor as you love yourself.
That's right.
So just by that simple setup, are we moving with or away? But because both of these things require an action, not just with our mouths, not just for show, not just for play, but wholeheartedly with our actions. Are we moving with or away from? Right? Give me Romans 12 and 1. So we got love the Lord with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and loving your neighbor as you love yourself, right? Read that, bro.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
That you what?
Present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
That you present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
That's right.
There's an action. Through your actions, you are showing this. How you deal with your brothers and sisters. How you speak with your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
How you act with and around. How you act outside of being around them.
That's right.
Do you throw dirt on their name? Do you shun them?
Bring it out.
How you interact with other people when it comes to the Lord. Are you steadfast in your faith? Are you standing 10 toes?
Bring it out.
Or are you getting blown by every which way? Read.
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
Which is your what?
Which is your reasonable service.
It is your reasonable service.
That's right.
To do these things. It is your reasonable service to do these things. When you made up in your mind that I want to follow the Lord, or that I want to change my life for the better, or when you picked up that phone when the Lord came calling, this is your reasonable service unto him for what he has done for us.
That's right.
Read.
And be not conformed to this world.
And be what?
Be not conformed to this world.
So, to be not conformed to this world, to not get caught up in the traps, to not get caught up in the snares, to not get caught up in the BS of the darkness that's lying in wait around the corner to snatch you up.
That's right.
If you walk around unprotected without the armor of the Lord on, you a sheep to the wolves, conforming to the world. The slightest little thing said, man, it take you out the spirit. It's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole effect.
Bring it out.
You take the same energy to your house. Whatever little thing going on with your wife or with your children, man, you're on edge.
Bring it out.
Your day just can't seem to get right. Things just don't seem to go in action. But are you keeping in mind, is this how Christ will move? Am I loving my neighbor as I love myself? Am I loving the Lord with every fiber of my being? Or am I conforming to the world?
Bring it out.
Because the world teach you to hate each other.
That's right.
The world teach you to not think and react.
That's right. Teach.
The world teach you to be 18,000 steps behind. But the Lord is teaching you, bro, to cast off these things and take him so you can walk freely, unburdened, uncumbersome.
That's right.
This is your reasonable sacrifice. Read verse 2 again, bro.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By what?
By the renewing of your mind.
They say, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is for our learning.
That's right.
For the renewing of our mind, for the renewing of our spirit, for that daily bread that we need so we go unhungered, for that daily water that we need to drink so we don't die of thirst. This is it.
That's right.
This is that renewing of the mind.
That's right.
Moving with and not away. Walking to and not away from. Read.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
So that through your actions of that reasonable service, that presenting your body as that sacrifice, that showing that love, through your actions, that you are proving a walking physical manifestation that the will of the Lord is good, that the light of the Lord is present, that positivity is still there, that love is still there, that happiness, that joy, that peace is still there. The willingness to learn and do better and gain is still there.
That's right.
Instead of sitting at home on the couch playing 2K, playing Madden, playing Call of Duty, just wasting your life away.
Teach.
Getting up, going to, and then for the ones that do work, getting up, going to work, just so you can go and study. Instead of taking that money, man, and actually investing in producing generational wealth for your family. Setting yourself up. You know, if I had the same mind that I have now, back then when Bruce was wilding, you know, the things I could have accomplished by now.
Bring it out.
Instead of continuing to set myself up for failure after failure after failure, because there was no renewing of the mind.
That's right.
See, we have an opportunity now to put ourselves in way better positions, to put our brothers and sisters in way better positions, to set our children up to have and see things that we can only dream of, that we can only imagine. But they are put in a position to make it happen, to make it come to fruition, that they can actually make it tangible. And all of this is through our actions. All of this is through our mind, renewing of our mind, how we move, how we perceive things, how we interact. Give me Deuteronomy 30:6. Let's see why it's so important. Let's see why it is so important for that renewing of your mind, that it be transformed, that you walk and you present your body as the living sacrifice, that you move in this fashion. Let's see why it is so important to be that walking physical manifestation of the goodwill of the Father. Read that, bro, when you get there.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 6. Mm-hmm. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart.
Mm-hmm. Will circumcise thy heart. Read.
And the heart of thy seed.
And the what?
And the heart of thy seed.
And the heart of thy seed. Read.
To love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Mm-hmm. And with all thy soul.
To love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, with every fiber of your being. Read.
That thou mayest live.
That what?
That thou mayest live.
He say that thou mayest live.
That's right.
So until you have done this, have you truly lived?
Bring it up.
Have you truly walked in life? Or have you been walking in darkness? Have you been walking in death? So again, the question I'm posing to you, are your actions moving with or away from Christ?
Bring it up.
Are you moving to life or away unto death? Let's go back. Give me 1 John 3:18.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 18.
Read, bro.
My little children, let us not love in word.
They say, let us not love in word. Let us not just speak these things. Read.
Neither in tongue.
Neither in tongue. Read.
But in deed and in truth.
But in what?
And in truth.
He say, and in deed and in truth.
That's right.
Stand on your business.
That's right. Teach.
Let your actions speak for themselves. You know, a lot. One saying that we've used, we've heard, we've seen. You know, what's understood ain't always got to be said. Now that can be taken multiple ways. But when the Lord is involved, bro, when you're doing what needs to be done, you don't have to speak on it.
That's right.
Because it's already there. It's already done. It's already put into play. There are so many different ways of nonverbal communication. And all of them are in action. All of them are an action, a simple action, a nod of a head. You know what I'm saying? A slight hand gesture. And some don't even have to be even emotion, bro. It's just done. Your actions, man, are you moving with or away from Christ? Go back. Romans 12 and start at verse 2.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Mm-hmm. Because again, man, this world teaches you to be contrary to how the Lord needs us. The world tell you go trick off. The world tell you to be the lowest of the low.
Bring it out.
The world tell you to lie, cheat, steal, get it how you live. If I ain't got it and he got it, I know how to go get it because I'm gonna take it from him. If I don't look like how she look, I'm going to talk bad about her and make her feel self-conscious to where she going to change herself up.
Bring it out.
See, the world tell you that. See, the Lord wants you to walk with him. Walk in the light. Let your actions speak. Because through your actions, you don't realize how many people you touch and how many people you are blessing. Whether you realize it or not, somebody, whether they are younger than you, older than you, your age, or whatever the case may be, is looking at you. What you do, how you move. Finding some form of inspiration in how you are presenting yourself. So are your actions and how you're presenting yourself is of the light is of Christ, or is it of darkness? Is it of death? Are you able to say that the things that I've done, I don't have any issues with somebody coming and following behind me? So again, I pose that question, man. Are your actions moving with or away from Christ? Are they following the ways of the world? Read.
But be ye transformed by renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Read.
For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think.
See, that's one thing. That's one action that we have.
Bring it out.
In the truth, outside of the truth, in the church, outside of the church, wherever you may go. Somebody's ego is always extra inflated, thinking themselves to be something when they're actually nothing.
Teach.
Destroying not only yourself and the ones that see you. Again, that the same thing I'm posing, bro. Whether you realize it or not, somebody is looking at you.
That's right.
Somebody has some form of inspiration or some form of light towards what you're doing. Or it's piquing somebody's interest.
Bring it out.
So are your actions displaying something that is positive, or are your actions displaying something that's negative?
Bring it out.
Ask yourself right now, would you want your child to deal with somebody like you? Would you want your child to grow up and be around somebody like you?
Uh-oh.
Would you want your child to come home talking about mama, daddy, I just made a friend in school and they just like you?
Bring it out.
Can you say you proud of that? Can you say that is something that I look forward to?
Bring it out.
That's somebody I want to meet. Because again, are your actions moving with or away from Christ? Is your mind, is it being renewed? Is it walking in the light? Is it showing forth the good work of the Lord? Or are you thinking yourself to be something when you're not? Inflating your ego. Walking around, man, thinking that your ish don't stink. Because that's definitely not how Christ moved. That's definitely not the message he was putting out. Especially when you look at this Israelite movement, bro, you got so many brothers in these camps, bro, that's literally like that right now.
Bring it out. Teach.
But that's not how we are supposed to operate. If we are all, and we're going to get into it, but if we are all of the body of Christ, bro, we all should be playing our role.
That's right.
No one should be overstepping their bounds. But we're going to get into it. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Read, bro.
But to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office.
You say what?
All members have not the same office.
You say all members have not the same office. We all are members of that body, and we all provide and offer something that is beneficial to the body.
That's right.
And we all can offer something that is beneficial to the body. Read.
So we, being many, are one body in Christ.
We, being many, are one body in Christ. Read.
And every one members one of another.
He said, every one member one of another. Read.
Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us.
He say, us all having different gifts according to the grace that is offered unto us. Read.
Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith.
He say, for those that are given that gift to prophesy, for those that are given that gift to teach, do it through the will of God. Don't let your head or your ego be the main focus.
That's right.
If this is your lot, if this is your gift, if this is your portion, do it right. Let it be uncorrupted. Let your actions show that you are utilizing your gift the correct way. That you are operating as part of that well-oiled machine. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. 1 Corinthians 12 and 14. Go ahead, read that, bro.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 14. For the body is not one member, but many.
He say, for that body is not one, but many. Read.
If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body?
Right. So how much more can your body operate on 100% efficiency if the foot is trying to be the hand?
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? Read.
And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body.
So because I am not doing what the eye do, I have no function. I have nothing to offer. I don't even know why I'm around. See, this is how we think. This is how we move. This is the type of spirit right that is still destroying us today. Everybody want all eyes on me. Everybody want to be in the spotlight. Everybody want to be the dun dada. Everybody want to be the top in charge. Everybody want to be chief and nobody want to be Indians.
Bring it out. Teach.
Everybody want their name and lights. Everybody want the glitz and the glam, but don't nobody want to do the dirty unseen work.
That's right.
Most of the ones that's whining and crying and throwing an uproar over it can't even handle it. Can't even begin to understand the type of burden that some other people gifts have. Because if you could, you would have that gift. Because if it was well within your means to handle, the Lord would have put that portion on your plate.
That's right.
You know, we've all been through these school systems, hearing the different stories and mythologies. I just want to touch on the story of Icarus. All right, the one with the wax wings, flew too close to the sun, wings melted, fell to his death. That's the ear wanting to be the eye. That's the foot wanting to be the hand. Overstepping the bounds, overstepping the reins, bro. Move within your lot. Deal with what the Lord is giving you. Because if you can't handle what he's giving you now, how do you expect to handle anything else How do you expect to be able to be that true brother that showing that love to your neighbor if you can't even deal with the minor things?
That's right.
How do you call yourself loving the Lord with your whole mind, with your whole heart, with your spirit, with every fiber of your being, bro? If you can't even operate in the confines that he gave you, if you can't even follow simple instructions, do what I have given you to do, be what I have made you to be.
Bring it out.
How?
Teach.
What good are you to everybody else if you are not following in your role? If we are building a wall, and at the center of the wall, there's a brick missing because somebody decided not to play their role and put the last brick in, is that wall completely fortified?
Bring it out.
Are we safe? Can we say that this is fully complete? Can we say that I'm proud of this work? No, because it's incomplete. Everybody not doing their job. A wall is not finished if there are gaps. A wall is not finished if there are breaches. A wall cannot have safety if there are holes.
Bring it out. Teach.
Our actions, bro, following the role that we are put in. Read, bro.
If the body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now had God set the members, every one of them in the body, as it had pleased him.
As it what?
As it had pleased him.
As it has pleased him. We all have our roles to play.
That's right.
No matter how insignificant your role may seem to you, you don't realize how much of a burden you have relieved from the brother next to you. How much of a burden you relieve from the sister next to you. Because you playing your role, they don't have to pick up your slack.
Teach.
Yes, we're supposed to bear one another burdens. Con. And we're going to get into it. But if you playing your role, if you're doing what you need to do, there's no burden there to begin with. See what I'm saying? If we are all doing what we need to do, that is making everything easier and more well off for the next man, for the next woman, for the next child. We are supposed to be experiencing peace, joy, happiness, love, affection. We're supposed to be experiencing these things. Well, if we aren't playing our role, if the ear want to be the eye, how can I have joy?
Bring it out.
If the foot want to be the hand, how can I have peace?
Teach.
Read, bro.
And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are they many members, yet but one body?
They are many members, but yet one body. We all come together to play that role to make the body move as efficient as possible. Let's go back. Romans 12. I start at verse 6, bro.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry. Let us wait on our ministry, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with all simplicity.
He say, let him do it with all simplicity. He say, if he's teaching, teach. He that exhort on exhorting. Bro, let us all move how we're supposed to move. Let us all play our role. Let us all fall in line.
That's right.
Read.
He that ruleth with diligence, he that sheweth mercy with cheerfulness, let love be without dissimulation.
He say, let love be without dissimulation. Let us not be hypocrites in this. Read.
Abhor that which is evil.
He say, abhor that which is evil. Read.
Cleave to that which is good.
Read.
Be kindly affectionate one to another.
Be what?
Kindly affectionate one to another.
Be kindly affectionate one to another. Read.
With brotherly love.
With what?
With brotherly love.
With what?
With brotherly love.
Read.
In honor, preferring one another.
So how are we preferring one another if I'm the ear and I want to be the nose? How am I preferring one another if I'm the foot and I want to be the elbow? That means I don't appreciate what the person at the elbow is doing, that I can do his job better. That I can bring a better way of life if I just upgrade from the foot to the elbow. Bro, say we all have a part to play, man. Let that brotherly love, bro, let it exist, bro, in us doing what we need to do. Because by me following in line doing what I need to do, you following in line doing what you need to do, you taking care of business over here, you handling business over here, everything is moving without issue, bro. That is the greatest thing you can do, because now I don't have to look over my shoulder to make sure this is done because I know you got it. Now I don't have to worry about this over here because I know that's taken care of. Now I don't have to stretch myself thin going over here and worrying about this because I know Brew got it. It's taken care of.
That's right.
Mission accomplished. Consider it done. What better love is that? That's that ultimate faith in your brew. Because you know that he loves you enough not to put nothing extra on your plate because he gonna handle his business. You know that he a stand-up person because he's standing 10 toes on his business. That he just a sister just ain't flying off at the mouth that she 100 about it. Because your actions are showing forth. Let's go back. 1 Corinthians 12 and 21.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 21.
Read, bro.
And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble.
I'll read verse 22 again.
Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble or necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor.
We do what?
Bestow more abundant honor.
Read.
And our comely parts have more abundant comely.
See, this is what it's saying, bro. Be kindly and affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. The brothers and sisters of the body that it may seem weak, it may seem feeble, that you are there to encourage them, that you are there to uplift them, that you are there to be their rock, bro. If they feel like what they got going on, they cannot handle. That's when you bear That's when you bear one another burdens, man. When you see that your brew may have too much on his plate, bro, you don't even speak on it. You gonna handle the business. When you see that this may be just a little bit too much, I got you on the back end. That's love. Because at the end of the day, by you doing that, you not only helped him, you helped Ak in the back, you helped Ak over here on the left. Everything is still rolling. Because you've already taken care of your business. You already standing 10 toes. This is already handled. That means you got room to be able to do more. That means the Lord has revealed to you that you still got a section on your plate, bro, that can have something. But see, we don't think like that because we all think ourselves to be more than what we are.
That's right.
Inflated ego. The foot want to be the elbow instead of the foot being the foot, giving that firm foundation for the elbow to be able to push and hold that weight. To help be that driving force to handle what's going on. Because when the elbows start to get weak, guess where the power coming from? From the ground up.
That's right.
You driving, you pushing. Read verse 23 again, bro.
Verse 23. And those members of the body, which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor.
He say, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. Read.
And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness.
He saying our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness, man. We care about these brothers. We care about these sisters. We show them through our actions. We don't let them. We don't leave them high and dry. When they fall, we got our hand extended to pick them up instead of just leaving them lying down in the dirt, in the dirt, in the mud, in the grind.
That's right.
And instead of walking away, leaving them assed out with nothing to show for it. Leaving them down bad at you when we have all of these other problems going on, when we can easily fix and make somebody's day better. Because again, they say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do you want somebody to do that to you?
Bring it out.
Do you want somebody to have the opportunity, have the time, have the know-how, have all of the tools to be able to make this easier for you, but they just walk on off? Would you want somebody to do that to you?
Bring it out.
No. Say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. It say those uncomely parts, those weak and feeble parts, show more honor to.
That's right.
In abundance. Bear that burden.
Bring it out.
Give them that strength that they didn't know that they actually have. Because guess what you're doing? You boosting that brother, that sister morale. You letting them know it can be done, bro. And if they ever feel like it can't, guess what? They got a support group. They got somebody that's at their back. They got somebody that care about them. And they know for sure they care about them because their actions is showing it.
That's right.
So again, I'm going to pose this question. Are your actions moving with or away from Christ? Because did Christ leave the weak and feeble weak and feeble? Or did he come to give strength and knowledge, bro, to cast down the lies, bro, to show that this is how we're supposed to move, this is how we're supposed to operate. It can be done.
Teach.
Excuse me. Go back. Romans 12, let's start at verse 10.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love.
With what?
With brotherly love.
With what?
With brotherly love.
Read.
And honor, preferring one another. Not slothful in business.
Not slothful in your business is one way of showing that brotherly love. Read.
Fervent in spirit.
Fervent in the spirit is showing that brotherly love, playing your role. Read.
Serving the Lord.
Doing what?
Serving the Lord.
Serving the Lord is showing that brotherly love. Read.
That's right. Rejoicing in hope.
Doing what?
Rejoicing in hope.
Rejoicing in hope is showing that brotherly love. Read.
Patient in tribulation.
Having that patience in time of trouble is showing that brotherly love. Read.
Continue instant in prayer.
Having that prayer for that brother when you see that brother family is going through some things. Having that prayer when you see that your bro, it just seemed like things ain't going for him, but you want to give him that extra push, give him that extra strength, man. Throw that prayer up for that brother. Throw that prayer up for that sister. That's showing brotherly love. That's showing sisterly love.
That's right. Teach.
Read, bro.
Distributing to the necessity of saints, giving to hospitality. Bless them which So like, bless them which persecute you.
He says, even blessing them which persecute you, the ones that talk down on you, the ones that have ill will, the ones that have hatred, the ones that have malice, bro, kill them with kindness.
That's right.
Don't drop down to their level. Continue to let your light outshine the pity party.
That's right.
Continue to let your light outshine the pettiness that they bringing.
Bring it out.
That's having that hope. That's having that faith in the Lord, bro. Having that faith that this walk is what it is. That I'm playing my role. I can't let you take me out the spirit. It don't work that way. Read, bro, verse 15.
Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep.
And do what?
Weep with them that weep.
He's saying weep with them that weep, bro. That's that same concept of giving honor to the feeble. Being that strength. But also, give me Galatians 6:1.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 1.
Hold on, bro. Let me get there with you. Read that.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault.
If a man be overtaken in a fault, read.
Ye which are spiritual, restore such in one in the spirit.
He said, do what?
Restore such in one in the spirit.
He said, restore such one in the spirit, read.
Of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
He say, bro, considering thyself, bro. When that brother is weeping, bro, you weeping. When that brother feel pain, you feel pain.
That's right.
When that sister down, you down.
That's right.
You trying to figure out how to bring that spirit back. You trying to figure out how to get that brother back into the fold. How to get that lost sheep back into the fold.
See?
You showing that empathy. You showing that brotherly and sisterly love. Because we are only as strong as our weakest link.
That's right.
That's why he say abundant honor to the feeble. Weep with them that weep. Read, bro.
Bear ye one another's burden.
He say do what, bro?
Bear ye one in another's burden.
When I weep, it say bear ye one another's burden. When a brew weep, bear ye one another's burden. When things is down bad, when things don't seem right, man, you bearing one another's burdens. When you see that your brother got something on his plate or your sister got some things she can't handle, bro, you there.
That's right.
Bearing one another's burden.
That's right.
Weeping when they weep. Read.
And so fulfill the law of Christ.
And do what?
Fulfill the law of Christ.
By doing that, by taking that action, by performing that action, you what, bro?
Fulfill the law of Christ.
It's right there.
That's right.
It's right there, smack dab in our face. This is how we continue, bro, to fulfill. This is how we continue to operate. This is how we continue to let our light so shine. This is how we show that we love the Lord, bro, with all our heart, with all our mind, with our spirit, with every fiber of our being. This is how we show the Lord, bro, that we love our neighbors, that we love ourselves, bro.
That's right.
Fulfilling it. By doing this.
Take.
Read on, bro.
For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceives himself.
Bro, it's saying it again, bro. Don't let that inflated ego write that check that you can't cash.
That's right.
Don't be that bro that show up 30 minutes late, bro, when everybody else on time. Don't be that bro that show up without anything, bro, to offer to the rest of the family when everybody else brought something in abundance. You know what I'm saying? Read.
But let every man prove his own work.
He say, do what?
Let every man prove his own work.
He say, let every man prove his own work. Show the Lord through your actions that you walking with him. Read.
And then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another.
Read.
For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word communicating unto him that teacheth in all good things. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
He say, man, whatever you sow, you're going to also reap. So if you that foot trying to be that elbow because you got this inflated ego, bro, what you think you're going to reap? Because the seeds that you're sowing are showing that you disobedient. The seeds that you're showing are showing that you better than everybody else. The seeds that you're sowing are showing that your itch don't stink.
Bring it out.
And guess what you're going to reap? One of the most humbling experiences the Lord can offer.
That's right.
Because we all have a role to play. And we all need to be fitly joined in that role, performing it, so we are not causing problems for everybody else. Think about it. At your job, if somebody show up late, if somebody don't show up at all, if somebody not performing their duties, guess who got to pick up the slack? You do. Your department do. Your team do. Guess what? You was originally supposed to get off at 6. Now you're getting off at 10.
Bring it out.
How would you feel if you the one holding everybody else back? Now this man not getting home, barely able to spend time with his family already anyway. But now the one day that he get off early enough to be able to do the things that he need to do for his wife, for his son, for his daughter, you holding him back. Causing a rift in his family. Wife feel like she don't see him. The children feel like they don't get to spend time with their daddy. And the one day that he have set up, you not performing your end of the duty. How do you think they would feel about that? Put yourself in them shoes. You got all of these things lined up. But the one person, all they had to do was show up at 8. Came in the door at 10 and 11 and 12. Now everything that we were supposed to get done is pushed back.
Bring it out.
You see how much of a burden that puts on people? By you not performing your role, you have now started a snowball effect that affects everybody else's lives.
Hey.
The foot wanted to be the ear. The ear wanted to be the nose. That's not brotherly love. That's not loving your neighbor as you love yourself. That's not fulfilling the work of Christ, bro. It's not. So what you sowing is what you're going to end up reaping. Read, bro.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
That's that corruption. That's that most humbling experience the Lord is going to drop in your lap.
Get out.
Read.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Bro, that's what this all about. You follow what you need to do. I follow what I need to do, bro. We meet up in the middle, everything copacetic.
That's right.
Read.
And let us not be weary in well doing.
He said, let us not be weary in well doing. Let us not be weary in the things that we are doing. Read.
For in due season we shall reap, if we faint not.
If we what?
If we faint not.
If we stay steadfast, bro. The work that you're doing, there is an end, bro. And at the end, bro, is the thing that you're waiting for the most. That joy, that peace, that happiness. That love, that tranquility. But faint not. Stay 10 toes. Push through it. Read.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men.
Let us do what?
Let us do good unto all men.
Bro, let us do good unto all men. Let us show that brotherly love. Let us love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Let us love the Lord with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our soul, with every fiber of our being.
That's right.
Read.
Especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
Go back, bro, and give me 1 Corinthians 12 and 24.
First Corinthians chapter 12, verse 24. For our comely parts have no need.
Matter of fact, jump up to verse 23.
And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. And our comely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but God had tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked.
He said, giving more abundant honor to that part which lacked. We all come together to make up this body. We all coming together to make things easier for one another. Read.
That there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care for one another.
That they should what, bro?
Have the same care for one another.
He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself, bro. That they should have that same care for one another. Simple. Simple. But we make it so much hard. Finish it out. Verse 26.
And whether one member suffered, all the members suffered with it.
He said, with what, bro?
All the members suffered with it.
He said, when one member suffer, all the members suffer, bro.
That's
Bear
right.
ye one another's burdens.
That's right.
When they weep, you weep. When you weep, they weep. Read.
For one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it.
He said, when one member is honored, bro, we all rejoice with it. When you make it, we made it.
That's right.
When I make it, we made it. That's how it is. That's how we should be operating. That's how we should move it. These are the actions that show that you are walking with Christ. These are the actions which show that you are fulfilling, that you are in fulfillment. These actions. So again, posing that same question. Are you walking and moving with or away from Christ? Give me 1 Peter 2 and 21.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 21.
Because it say that we bear ye one another's burdens, right? Let's see what the ultimate example of that was. Read.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us.
He did what, bro?
Christ also suffered for us.
He bore one another's burdens, right? He suffered for us. Read.
Leaving us an example.
He did what?
Leaving us an example.
Leaving us an example. Read.
That ye shall follow his steps.
That we should what?
That ye shall follow his steps.
So the same thing that we've been reading, that the same thing that's been put in our face on how we should operate is the same way that Christ, the same example Christ was leaving, the same example that Christ laid for us, that same blueprint that he led. That we should follow them same steps.
That's right.
That when you weep, I weep. That when you suffering, I'm suffering. When you feel down bad, I'm down bad. When you hurt, I'm hurt. That's the same spirit. That we should follow his steps. Read.
Who did no sin?
What?
Who did no sin?
Did no sin. Read.
Neither was guile found in his mouth.
Neither was lies and deceit and fabrications. Read.
Who, when he was reviled not again.
He said when he was reviled not again. When the haters was on him, he didn't share no hatred.
Bring it out.
He blessed them that hated.
That's right.
When they want to do something bad to you, he wasn't with it. Kill him with kindness. Why do you think that is there? Because that's the example Christ left.
That's right.
Because that's the same action that Christ moved in. Read.
When he suffered, he threatened not, but committed himself to him that judges righteously, who his own self bare our sins in his own body on the tree.
Because when we hurt, he hurt. Because when we down, he down.
Bring it out.
Because he's performing his role in the body.
That's right.
Read.
That we, being dead to sins,
Being dead to sin. Read.
shall live unto righteousness, by whose stripes ye were healed.
See, but through Christ, through him taking on that burden, through him bearing our burdens, we were healed through his stripes. We no longer have to suffer. All we got to do is walk.
That's right.
All we got to do, bro, is love the Lord with all our heart, with all our mind, with our soul. Every fiber of our being. I'm going to keep saying it, bro, with every fiber of our being, bro. Loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Because through these two things right here, through these two examples, we automatically are doing everything else. You're automatically not bearing that hatred.
That's right.
You're automatically not sharing that false witness. You're automatically not being a hindrance.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't want anyone to do those things to you. So you therefore don't. Through your actions, show that you walking with Christ. Through your actions, show that you are moving and following his example, his steps. Finish it out, bro. Verse 25.
For ye were as sheep going astray,
For we were those sheep gone astray, read.
for now returning unto the shepherd and bishop of your souls.
See, now we are returning and moving with him because he now are guiding us to where we need to be, to where we're most joyful, to where we are most happy, to where our burden is non-existent, to where it is most peaceful. Let's go back. Romans 12, let's start at verse 15.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 15. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep.
Be happy with those that are happy, man. Those that are down bad, man, you have that empathy, man. You weep with them. Read.
Be of the same mind one toward another.
He say what, bro?
Be of the same mind one toward another.
He say, be of the same mind one to another, bro. We all moving on the same thought process. We all got it in our mind that I'm going to do what I need to do so that the next brew ain't got to worry about it. That the next brew don't feel pressure. That the next brew don't feel down because I got it. One accord. Everybody moving on the same mind. Read.
Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceit.
Say, be not wise in your own consent. Read.
Recompense to no man evil.
There it is right there.
For evil provide things honest in the sight of all men.
He say, recompense to no man evil for evil. Because again, you reap what you sow. He say, bless them that curse you. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Because, again, the example that Christ left. He didn't try to one up. You did me bad, I'm going to do you bad. No. He took it on. He took it all on regardless. Read.
If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
Hello. Read verse 18 again, bro.
If it be possible,
read.
As much as lieth in you,
read.
Live peaceably with all men.
Do what?
Live peaceably with all men.
Do what, bro?
Live peaceably with all men.
Say live peaceably with all men, bro.
That's right.
Through us performing these actions, bro, at the end of it all, living peaceably with all men, bro, there would be no reason for issues if we all follow suit. There wouldn't be no problems and conflicts if we all follow suit. Because we all have a role to play. And if we all playing our role, bro, there is no issue. And even when an issue arises, guess what? We're all of one mind, so we come together, we hash it out, we figure out what the problem is, we squash it, and we move on. Because there's no joy in conflict. There's no peace in rioting. There's no happiness in chaos. Give me Romans 14 and 11.
The book of Romans, chapter 14, verse 11. For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to God.
See, when they say live peaceably with all men, bro, everybody at the end of the day will have they just do with the Lord. Follow your blueprint. Stay in your lane. Stand on your business. Do what you got to do. The Lord gonna handle the rest. Read.
So then every one of us shall give account of himself to God. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore.
That's all. That's it, bro. Go ahead and give me 1 John 3 and 11.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
This is that message that we all heard from the beginning. Read.
That we should love one another.
That we should what?
That we should love one another.
There it is again, bro. That brotherly love one to another. Read.
Not as Cain.
Now look, don't show love as Cain showed love, because the love that Cain showed slew his brother. Read, bro.
Who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him?
Just read it again from the top, bro. Verse 12.
Not as Cain.
Not as Cain, read.
Who was of that wicked one?
Who was of that wicked spirit, read.
And slew his brother.
And did what?
And slew his brother.
That's not love. That's not showing brotherly love.
That's right.
He said, and slew his brother, read.
And wherefore slew he him?
He saying, wherefore slew he him? Why? What was the whole point? Read.
Because his own works were evil.
Because what?
Because his own works were evil.
Because his own works were moving outside of the fashion.
That's right.
He wasn't playing his position. He wasn't doing the role that the foot wanted to be the elbow.
That's right.
The eye wanted to be the mouth. The fingers wanted to be the chin. Read.
And his brother's righteous. Marvel not, my brother, if the word hate you.
You good. Give me Romans 12 and 18. Let's not follow after that same wicked spirit of Cain, bro, and have that negativity, man. Have that hatred, have that malice. Because with the spirit of Cain, you can't bless them that curse you. With the spirit of Cain, you can't live peaceably with all men. With that spirit of Cain, there is no peace. Because there got to be some get back.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro. Read that. Romans 12 and 18.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
Read.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine.
He say what, bro?
Vengeance is mine.
See, the Lord say, vengeance is mine. Read.
I will repay, said the Lord.
See, that's why he say, bro, don't worry about what's going on, bro. Do your part. Play your role. Fulfill your job. And the Lord is going to handle the rest. That's why I say you reap what you sow.
That's right.
As long as you continuing to sow to the Spirit, you're going to reap life. But for the ones that want to step out of the box, the ones that want to have the spirit of Cain, you reap of that flesh. I mean, you sow of that flesh, you're going to reap of that flesh. That corruption. That death. Read.
Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him.
He say what, bro?
If thy enemy hunger, feed him.
Read.
If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Bro, kill him with kindness.
Teach.
When they curse you, you bless them. When they hate on you, you continue to be positive.
That's right.
When they have something bad to say, you don't say nothing at all, or you give good graces. The greatest the greatest comeback you can have, bro, is that kindness. Because can't nobody honestly and continuously do wrong and bad when all you got is praises for them. When all you showing is positive. Because again, you reap what you sow. The Lord has your back. Vengeance is his.
That's right.
Stick to your course, bro, and the Lord gonna do what needs to be done. Continue to live peaceably with all men. Read verse 21.
Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
Read that again, bro.
Be not overcome of evil.
He say, be not overcome of evil. Do not show that spirit of Cain. Read.
But overcome evil with good.
But have the spirit of Abel. Walk after the example of Christ. Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 2. We're coming to a close here, Israel. I'll pass it up. There we go. Go ahead, read that, Bruce.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 2. There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee. Neither is there any rock like our God.
Keep reading. I want verse 3. Read.
Talk no more so exceedingly proudly.
There we go. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Read.
Let not arrogancy come out of thy mouth.
He said, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. Read.
For the Lord is God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
He say, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So again, are your actions moving with or away from Christ? Through all of these examples, through all of this information that the Lord is showing us and He's giving us, are you moving with Him? Or are you moving away from Him? Give me 1 John 3 and 14 and we out. Read that, bro.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 14. We know that we have passed from death unto life.
We know that we have passed from death unto life. Read.
Because we love the brother.
Because what?
Because we love the brother.
Because what?
Because we love the brother.
Read.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
By you not showing that love, by you not having that brotherly love, by you not loving your neighbor as you love yourself, you abide in death. By you showing that simple action of disregarding the will of the Lord, by disregarding the example of Christ, by disregarding the blueprint He left, by not walking and following after His footsteps, you abide in death. Your actions show that you are walking and moving and running away from Christ.
Bring it out.
So again, Israel, I pose this question to you one last time. Examining yourself, looking at how you're moving, looking at how you've been operating. Are your actions moving with or away from Christ? And on that